to today's YouTube video. It's a little bit of a different one. The first in a new series that I'm starting. It's going to be titled Photo Walks. So the plan is that as I travel around the place and explore some different cities through the Travel Days episode, I'll be taking some street photos and some landscape photos of these different places that I visit, and I want to kind of share the experience with all of you. So in today's video we're starting with Adelaide, and I'm going to be doing some street photography around the streets of Adelaide, mostly around the Rundle section, which a lot of you locals will know. But yeah, that's essentially going to be today's video. And so right now I've just kind of gotten ready for the day, and we're going to be heading down there later this evening. Should be catching golden hour and also into the night. And yeah, it's going to be like a point of view style video, so you guys can see how I take my photos and all of the cool different places that I explore as I travel around the world. So yeah, let's get cracking. Try and pan this ambulance. Yeah, it worked alright. Alright, we're gonna have another attempt at panning an ambo, because they seem to be the only good thing happening. Well, not good, but like, oh, we're gonna get blocked by a taxi. Well, got blocked by a taxi, but oh well. Still kind of fun. Alright, let's go. Heading through Rundle Mall. First thing I want to try and get a photo of is this statue. Professional mistake there, leaving the lens cap on. Not too bad. For those of you who don't know, that is sort of an icon of Adelaide. She's here most days, and she's dancing after her husband Max passed away a while back, I think. She's a very nice lady. Starting to wish I had an 85. I have a kind of a cool idea of this statue, but
Yeah, kind of cool. Picks up the shadows in post, but it's got that really cool building behind it. Probably the nicest looking building in Adelaide. Put a photo up here that I took a while back of it. It'll be on the screen now. But I quite like that. I was during golden hour. It's quite a nice looking building. Some of the riverbank shots are quite nice. I'll be making a video on that one later. But getting long exposures along the riverbank, or also just by a rotunda that kind of sits there. Those shots turn out really, really nice. Yeah, I'll make a video fully on all of that, probably during the next week or two. Actually, I'm gonna go explore a spot me and a mate found a while back. Kind of cool car park that has kind of cool views. So, plan is to see what I can do around here. Hang on, in case the GoPro is just focusing on the barriers, I'll move back a little. I don't know what you guys can see through there, so I hope it's good. This is cool. Hang on, I'll switch to AV. I like this a lot. The angle is very, very cool. This is a neat little spot. It'd be pretty cool for some portrait photography here as well too. But you got the Crown Plaza Hotel just there. Some student accommodation there, more student accommodation, but all of those buildings are quite new. And that building over there that I was saying, I quite like. But like, the other thing is some of these gaps like this one are a lot larger, so you can actually fit like the whole camera through there to take photos. Hang on. I'll bring this round. I'll change it to AV too. But on a 35mm, this looks so cool. It's pretty much perfect. The only thing I would change is that building there. I would get rid of it. But other than that, it's pretty sick. I'm gonna have a look on this side because that's looking out towards the hills in Adelaide. See if I like anything here. I mean, you just got an office meeting over there and not a whole lot. But hey, it's pretty nice up here, especially that photo. I'm pretty happy with those photos. I'll see how they come out in the edit, but they should be pretty good. Yeah, it's a nice spot also to just kind of chill out. Yeah, anyway, it's quite nice. So let's head back out, down onto the street. No, I need an 85. Really missing a more telephoto style lens, but see, I would go for like a 70 to 200 sort of vibe, but they're just a bit big for street photography. Like, they're not very inconspicuous. And I'm trying to be subtle because there are already so many people who just kind of look at you and think, why has that guy got a camera on his chest? But so you are trying to be subtle, which is what makes prime lenses quite nice, is the fact that tried something there and it didn't work because I knew those lights were about to go green, which means I was going to be run over. But yeah, as I was saying, prime lenses are a pretty good thing to have. They're nice and sharp, nice and simple to use too. I'm using a 35 at the moment, which is sort of a standard street photography lens, but yeah, would like to go for an 85. An 85 or a 105 would be great because you kind of distance yourself from the subject. Makes it a lot easier to take street photos. Whereas with a 35mm, you get quite a natural looking photo. You do have to be kind of close to your subject to take photos. But yeah. Contemplating even chucking the 24 on at the moment. But like, or if I can get this right actually. Hang on, give me a moment. Bring the ISO up a little. Quite like that actually. Yeah, an 85 or a 105 essentially is what I'm saying. 35s are a nice looking perspective, but yeah, just have to be too close sometimes, and that can be a bit annoying. That being said though, the photos coming out of this 35 at the moment I'm quite liking, just with the sharpness, and also it's a very small lens, like it doesn't look like I'm, you know, walking around with a giant camera attracting a whole bunch of attention to myself. So in that perspective it's quite nice. Anyway, so what I'm walking down to at the moment is what's going to be the Illuminate Adelaide Festival, and it is something that I definitely want to get out to and take some photos of, just because it is really, really cool. It's all using lights and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool idea. Kind of want to hang out here for a bit because sometimes you get some quite nice cars that roll around and kind of chill out around here. Mainly there's, I think, a Ferrari 360 that kind of hangs out during the evenings, so I'd like to catch that, but my chances of getting that are pretty low. But I might take a wander through the park over there and see what I can find some photos of, or find to photograph. But yeah, other than that, a pretty uneventful night at the moment. I'll be doing a street photography video in Queenstown, New Zealand at some point in the next month, which will be pretty cool, as well as some street photography in Melbourne and potentially Christchurch. So those three cities will be pretty exciting. But yeah, like I said, the Queenstown one and the Melbourne ones are confirmed, but Christchurch is not yet in New Zealand, but should be pretty good. That'll be it for today's photo walk. I think getting kind of dark, and Adelaide seems to be a bit dead at the moment. Not a whole lot going on, so I reckon I might head home.
Well, thank you for joining me on the photo walk today. Got some interesting photos and some interesting perspectives of the architecture and some of the hustle and bustle around Adelaide at the moment. And like I said, looking forward to the Illuminate Festival. That should be fun to photograph if I can get out to it, and also a couple of cities that I have coming up, like Melbourne, Queenstown and Christchurch. They should all be quite interesting. I'm hoping that this playlist, if you like, will be a reflection of how I develop as a photographer. So moving forward, as I take more and more street photos, I will refine my style of editing, my style of photography, and I'm hoping that this will be a place where I can look back on how far I've come, and hopefully you guys can hit like and subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss anything that I post, and you guys can follow me, follow along on this journey. That'll be really exciting to see as the channel grows, and to have some people there from the start who can see how much I've developed. I'm really looking forward to that. But anyway, thank you for joining me on this video, and I look forward to seeing you next week and for another video. In the meantime, stay safe, happy travels, happy flying, and we'll see you in the next one.